Hello and welcome to the Superhero Hub. I'm Sam,
I'm
and today we're going to be reviewing.
the Flash.
Yeah, I know who you are.
Yeah, and I knew it too. The first bloody time he showed up.
Yeah, I think they threw a couple things in there to kind of like be like, oh, maybe it's not, but
Yeah, they tried, and now we've returned back to basically where we thought we were going to be.
yeah. So let's just do a brief kind of thing of the episode before we get to that.
Oh,
So you got they're trying to find the doctor who traps Savitar in the future. They find her. She's an undergrad. Um,
she was fun. I liked her.
Yeah, I like the kind of HR thing. He's a great
Yep.
character, HR. Tom Cavanagh's doing well in The Flash. He really is. You can just change his personality like that, and it's still a great character. The coffee stuff's kind of annoying. How he kind of brings coffee every so often. I like the flirting. So Killer Frost is after her, and then you got they get her out. They're trying to like be like, look, you're gonna develop this. There's a lot of women and ahhing about that. You had Cisco. Tom Felton was kind of annoying the Julia now. He was like kind of kept pestering Cisco just to make him come out with the fact, oh, I don't want to overreact with my powers and accidentally kill her, because obviously you had when they were at the university they confronted, and Cisco didn't like pull the trigger on his powers as it were and take her out, so there was him in an hour, and then they face off again and the exact same thing happens. The kind of Iceman stuff with Killer Frost where she was like ice sliding all around the city, that looked pretty sick, right?
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, the thing with Julian, I like the character generally, and I get why he's upset and he wants to save her, blah blah blah. But it's like this dude's known her for 5 minutes, and these people, specifically Cisco, have known her for years. Why are you snapping at them?
Um,
Like, I get your worry, but
I
you
think
don't
it's
care more than they do.
I think he's angry at himself. I think they'll just pull
Oh,
that kind
yeah,
of
maybe.
they'll do that shtick. Oh, I'm angry at myself, because he brings it up as well. He says, "Oh, like yeah, I've known her for years, and I'm kind of new on the scene, but I still care all the same." He
At the
needs
same
to
time,
get onto making that flipping bracelet or necklace to sort her out.
right,
That's
at the
what he
same
needs to
time,
do.
Cisco's snapping back about, oh, you went against her wishes. But dude, she'd be dead.
Yeah,
But you know what I mean? It's like I don't like they're both being stupid.
it's an easy fix, but they just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I mean one thing I liked about the new girl came in. I think she fit the She could theoretically be a Caitlyn replacement.
Yeah,
And I
that's what I
think it
was
would work.
thinking. That's what I was thinking. It's like they've brought her in because obviously they need like a scientist woman on the team, and it's like she's basically Caitlin.
Yeah, and I thought she was fun, but I don't think long term it's not going to happen. And one thing that will
No.
annoy the crap out of me is if she's the one that dies.
Okay, say she doesn't. What if they fix Caitlin and then just both of them are on the team?
I mean, is it overkill?
Well, you got
No,
Julian
I
in there.
think yeah,
Julian ain't
exactly.
really killed
I
it.
don't see Julian sticking around. So I think it could work in a long term, and it's nice for Harrison Wells, whichever version of him you want, to have a love interest. You know, everyone else has got one. Joe's got one, so why not give him one? I liked her, so I'd
Yeah.
be okay with it. I mean, let's test the waters for a while.
Obviously, Wally was away for the whole episode because he was visiting Earth 3. You had Cecile and Joe. They had all that stuff. And again, that it's like we know where Barry gets his dumb relationship decisions from. It's like, oh,
Mhm.
you should tell her everything so then you can move forward with the relationship. I think we should break up.
And then you know that you know if Barry's actual dad had raised him, I think he would have turned out to be a much better person instead
Yeah.
of flake that he is now. Just like Joe, what's he thinking?
I couldn't believe it. I was like, as if
What's
he
he
just
thinking?
did that. It's like you think Joe would know better. It's like these people observe these things with the whole keeping secrets and not telling people how you feel and stuff like that. It's like if it's not them, like it's the people who like observe it and see it firsthand. It's like didn't you weren't you there last episode when Barry went and did that thing and it turned out to be a dumb decision? Yet you're doing the same thing this episode.
What's crazy is like the degrees of reverse in which she goes. It's like, no, I think we should break up to, oh, my kids are superheroes. Like, you've gone from one extreme to the other.
Yeah. Talking about extremes, I think in terms of leading up to who Savitar is, again they dropped hella hints in this episode, like hints we hadn't heard before, and I was thinking maybe it would have been better if they kind of dropped that stuff beforehand, but I guess they couldn't because Killer Frost wasn't Killer Frost yet. But they did drop it.
You should have found some other way to do it. You should have had Savitar himself dropping it, because basically what this amounts to is he first shows up. I mean, if we're going to get into it, let's get into it now. He first shows up and says, I'm the future Flash. I remember us talking about it when he said it. I thought, oh, well, there you go. I picked up on it then. It's like, he just said I'm the future Flash, so he's future Barry, right? And then they've kind of gone for most of the goddamn season saying, throwing in different ideas about who he could actually be, this whole God thing, the first man, blah, 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 and all this crap. And now they've gone back right to where we were in the first place, dismissed all that in the middle and said, oh no, yeah, it was him. So you've just wasted all this time. For what? And it's too late into the season.
Yeah. Yeah, it turns out to be Barry, by the way, but I guess that's why they threw Future Barry in last episode, to kind of throw it off. It's like, oh, it's not. But it's like, this has got to be like way Future Barry, like super Future Barry. But I mean, he went and visited him, so you think he'd be all cool. So it's like, is this an alternate reality Future Barry kind of like?
Isn't it one of the remnants? Because he said he killed all the remnants, so this one remnant that went and killed all the others.
I don't even know. I don't know. It's got his face is burned.
Oh, that looks stupid.
I guess they're trying to like completely like differentiate himself from everyone else. It's like what kind of, they didn't really explain whether they do it like next episode, because I think they are, because he's got all the memories. So, but like, I don't get how, like, if he is a time remnant, how can he still like super exist? Unless
maybe that's part of the suit, like he was saying, like the suit does something.
Yeah,
they're
like,
talking about.
He runs so fast that if he didn't wear the suit, then I don't know.
Is that keeping away the Black Flash?
No. They say, like, because they kind of bring it up. It's like when the Flash runs, he develops a ton of static electricity, and if it didn't, it'd blow up. So that's so the girl asked about his suit, and it's like, it's like this weird kind of whatever material and stuff like that. And then they bring it up later on that the future Flash, as it were, Savitar, runs so fast that he generates a lot more of that, so much that a normal suit can't like keep it away. So he needs that big suit. He generates so much heat. So I guess that if he ran and he didn't wear it at the velocity he normally runs, he'd blow up, I guess, or catch fire or melt or something like that. Well, I guess that's why maybe some of his face is melted. Maybe they make him run or whatever.
I remember that in the episode, but surely Savitar is breaking some sort of time rules. He must be, isn't he?
I don't know.
Who knows? I guess now we're going to get an explanation right at the end of the bloody season. Why would Savitar kill Iris if he's Barry?
Like, to create himself, because is the kind of, because they bring it up, it's like when he kind of realised it, he says it's like who would we be if we didn't have the ones we love and stuff like that. And that's what Savitar is, because he kills Iris and he doesn't have that love, so he descends further and further and turns into that. Is yeah. So he needs to kill Iris to become himself. If Iris doesn't die, then he'll never exist. So it's obvious. It's like Eobard Thawne last season trying to get hold of the Spear of Destiny to kind of get away from like Black Flash. You know what I mean? He needs that because without that he won't exist. So that's why Savitar killed Iris. But like, I still don't get how he's like the Future Flash because we saw the Future Flash. Is that him even further down the line? But because kind of Barry interacted with him, has that kind of changed the future, as it were? So it's all
No,
over the place.
how would that work?
The way they explained him being a future Flash, that where they haven't, I don't get it. I don't get how he's the future. I get how he's created himself, but I don't see like in terms of timeline how he is, because they showed us the future Flash and he's kind of like all emo and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd have to be a way, way, way future Flash. But even then, why would he even care?
I don't know. I don't get it.
Classic,
like,
classic CW,
it's just like
CW
I say,
logic.
I mean, it's part of my frustration. It's so late in the season. Now we're suddenly going to get all these answers.
Yeah, but really, who else could it have been?
Exactly. That's what I mean. We thought it was him in the beginning, and then they've gone on this long ass detour trying to convince you it's other people, and then they've gone back to being who we thought it was.
The writing's poor.
It was. And this is a fail. I'm glad. I'm not writing the show off at all. Based on one dodgy storyline, but
Some of the bits are good, but explaining it, unless they kind of do it really well, like who he actually is in terms of like down the line, like alternative.
even if they explain it well, it doesn't make up for that big gap in the season as we've dragged towards the reveal. So this has been a step down. I'm glad they're moving away from the speedsters next year, so hopefully we'll get an improvement. But I think I could have assumed this was a letdown 5 episodes ago. It's just taken too long.
Well, it's CW, isn't it?
It has, yeah, but even then, the plot of Zoom, who is he? Hunter Zolomon, the guy in the mask, who was that carried through better than this has.
Mm.
There was enough milestones in that season that you could cope with the wait to reveal who he was. With Wells, aka Thawne, in the first season, he was there the entire time, and they revealed him at an earlier point than they have
mid-season. Episode 9.
It's just too much. It's too long, and there was no reveal that could have made it work.
No, so they were kind of stuck with that. But because last episode screwed everything up, if he didn't go to the future and see himself, then it'd make a little more sense. If he went to the future and he kind of looked like how he does as Savitar, that'd make more sense and have a completely different character.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, we won't know until we see next week. Maybe, like I said, he's one of the time remnants or something, so that's how it works. I guess it's a little bit of a cop-out in that way.
Yeah, let's talk numbers.
Because
it kind of, in terms of Barry, is kind of like, oh, okay then, if he could kind of turn into Savitar at like the death of Iris, it's like that kind of brings, for me, that brings his character into question, because he's meant to be a good guy, and then it's like Iris dies and he turns into like a world destroyer. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, but I think they're a little heavy with that. So it's got to be like some kind of evil, whatever. It would have been better if he was just like a clone or something. A future, like Inertia, like Barry and Thawne DNA, but instead of being like Thaddeus Thawne, it just kind of looked like Barry Allen, and they did that. I would have preferred an evil clone to like actual Barry.
Yeah.
So whether they're trying to be like, this is the consequences of what had happened, blah blah blah, it's like, come on, knock it off. It's like, it's way off.
Yeah, I agree. It kind of, I like the Injustice games, and for a video game, I don't need that detailed of a story, but I kind of felt the same way about Injustice. It's like Lois Lane dies and Superman becomes evil. I don't really buy it, and it's kind of the same thing here. And as far as numbers for the episode, I mean, 7, 7, maybe a 0.5. So I like the episode on its own merits. Like I say, I really like the new girl that came in. I thought she fit pretty well. It's just the Savitar thing's a bit of a letdown, and also something. I say letdown. It's not a letdown because I
You
wasn't really
always
that.
knew.
Yeah, I wasn't really that excited for it. So one thing that real it did bug me was like a carry through from last week. Last week, Killer Frost. What happens to Caitlin? All that crap goes down, and Barry's like, "Oh well, I'll go to the future because I can be right." What are you talking about, man? Seriously. And this week, Wally runs off to go see his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Your friend has kind of died and turned evil and is out there somewhere, and you're popping off to see your girlfriend, mate. What? What's that about?
I don't know. They didn't have. They could only afford him for 30 seconds
Oh,
at the end of the episode. I don't know what's going on. I'd probably give it a 7.7 because I'm torn between 7.5. I'm torn between 7.5 and 8. But I do agree it was a good. I mean, HR was coming on strong. He was great. You know what I mean? They've had a new dynamic to that. He's funny. He's dropping with the lines. Um, I think Evil Barry looked cool, but then when I
do you
think about
really?
it,
I thought it was terrible.
I like the burnt face.
I wasn't buying. Look, it's only like 30 seconds at the end of the episode, so I'm going to give him a shot. But I wasn't buying Grant Gustin as like evil.
You do
If I like,
realise we ain't going to see him in the next episode.
what do you mean?
We're not even going to see Savitar in the next episode. I guarantee it. Now they've dropped the
No way.
reveal, they're
No
gonna
way.
they're gonna be running around like headless chickens. I'll name it. I'll say it now. I guarantee we don't see him.
There's
Guarantee we
no
don't see
damn
him.
way you waste another week.
I'm calling it now. I'm Sam.
I'm Matt, and
Uh,
I'm pissed if that happens.
and we'll see you for a Savitarless episode next week.